is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love coming out of you makes you happy. The whole world can love you, but that is not what will make you happy. What will make you happy is to share the love you have inside of you. That is love that will make the difference. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 135. NASDAQ is up 8. S&P's down 14. Gold contract flat at $16.50 an ounce. We have silver down 26 cents, $17.93 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $1.25, $48.66 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year up 3 ticks, trading 133.08. 30-year up 8 at 167.30. And King Dollar up 72 ticks, trading 99.04. The euro is at 108. The yen is at 110 rather, and the pound is at 129 to 1 the US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? We pull the S&Ps up here. You get the SPY. The SPY had a good little bounce going, got up to $318.11, and then just gave it up in spades. And that's what you get in high volatile markets, folks. The bottom line is that what you can expect you're going to see out of this, longer term, if we take a look at this S&P, bottom line, it broke the trend that started on the 3rd of October. That trend started at 284. Bottom line, 284 is game. That's how this shakes out. You'll get a little support at the 307 number. Right now, you're at 311. The kicker here, however, is that you're only at Wednesday. You get a bad week coming into Thursday and Friday. I don't see any relief coming out of this, particularly because what you had happen out here today, and this is we've been in a market that absolutely dips could be bought for the last 10 years. And now what you're going to see when we put this E-mini chart up for the market in general, what you're going to see is that as the dippers went in there, the bottom line is that they just got taken apart. And that's serious business, because what you're going to see here is as we basically try to climb into this close, it's going to be a little tough close as we come into it. Right now, at, it looks like 1:40 in the afternoon. That's a high volume low bar. So that high volume low bar can get tested. It will get tested. The real question is it going to get tested as we come into the low today or not? Gold contract out here. We take a look at gold. Highly volatile also. All the markets are highly volatile. We got down to 1626. You rejected lower price. You're at 1649 right now. Bottom line, you very well could have another ABC structure on the way up. So it's going to be wild watching this one. Your B point on this is 1691. Your A point is down there at 1551. So you're talking about $140, which would get you up to, 1760. And, we'll see if how that's going to shake out. Notes and bonds, folks, bottom line is that the note and bond market, if you pay attention to anything, that's the market to pay attention to on a continual basis. It's been the most consistent market, meaning and the aspect of where it wants to go Once again, bottom line, we've broken all-time lows. And if you take a look at this, what you're going to see is that you're in a confirmed ABC structure on the way down, and that brings it to about zero rates. And yeah, I understand zero is zero, and that sounds insane. Well, guess what? It's pretty insane that we actually just broke the lows that were established out here in 2016. So looks to me like we're going tremendously lower, not a small amount lower. And if we are in this ABC structure on the way down, well, we are in it. The real question is going to get us price projection. You go over and take a look at the 30-year, you're going to see the 30-year is the same setup. The 30-year right now, I have it up right now. The 30-year is at 1.3222. Oh, no, hold on 1 second. It can't be. I was going to say, that's really crazy. Let's see, 30-year bond. Okay, here we go. Should be, we got 1.8. Okay, so we'll bring this up. This is all-time lows too. We hit 1.785 today. Imagine lending money to the government for 30 years at 1.785. When you know that the Federal Reserve comes out every year and every meeting really saying that, hey, they are shooting for a 2% inflation deal, and we're slightly underneath it right now. So just year by year, this is saying, yes, you put your money in the Treasury, and the bottom line is that you'll be lucky if you just break even. You know, you can see this chart, man. This chart is like there's nothing underneath it, nothing. And this is a decisive break inside the 30. Under 1.90, I talk about this, you know, we've been talking about it the last 10 years when markets break topside. The further you get away from the break, the more probability is going to go a lot higher. Well, it's the same with the lows. I take out a low here, which we took out. That low, you know, we're talking about 1.90 or 1.81 right now. That, baby, bottom line, that sets up almost 30 years also. So if we get overseas and just take a look at that correlation, what you're going to see overseas, the rates keep getting more negative. France right now is at 0.2. Germany went to minus 0.5 today. It was minus 0.4 yesterday. Switzerland, that's been in negative forever. That's minus 0.8%. You get the Netherlands at minus 0.4. You get Sweden at minus 0.1. That just went negative today. Bottom line, negative rates, here we come. That's what this is all about. Oil, let's go take a look at the oil market. Oil, bottom line, actually had less of a build today, and they just took it apart. I mean, pretty amazing. We got down to 48.30. Right now, you're trading at 48.65, and guess what? You get an ABC down. Oh, baby. Yep, you sure do. Okay, so let's see this. Most conservative one would be approximately $60 to 50. Oh my God, it's a 10.A to B. 44 bucks. Well, so we're at 48. 44 bucks coming at us. You get an ABC structure down inside the oil market. 44 bucks. Let me put this up in a generic chart and let's see where we are. So you stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Swing point. Next swing point is 42. That's where we're going. 42 bucks. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow up 22, Nasdaq is up 59. It was a quick pop in the Nasdaq, no doubt. S&P is up 1.5. Let's get over to the Exxon. Well, actually, I'm going to stay with the oil for a second. We're going to pull this oil contract up. What you're going to see here, let's see. I'm going to do the generic contract so I can bring this back because it looks like 42 is coming at us. Okay, so we're at 48.65. You get an ABC structure down to 45. That being said, we pulled this back a little, and what you're going to see that's sticking out like a sore thumb is your swing area from 42, which was generated out here in December of 2018. 42.36. You're right next to it. So, you know, we'll go after that, you break that, and then guess what, man? These oil folks are in tough shape, man. I mean, because the bottom line is the next layer after that, 42, is 26. Well, you know, when we take a look at ExxonMobil, this has been a one-way trade for a long, it's been a one-way trade from $71 to $53. $71 was established just January 3rd, so pretty intense. No two ways about that. When we just take this and put it on a longer-term basis, this is what actually makes it more prone to selling in a huge way, because anyone that has bought ExxonMobil going all the way back to 2005 would be in a losing position in their principal. Not, you know, it depends when they bought it, because, you know, Exxon right now is kicking off a over 6% dividend. Most times it was at 2 or 3 when it was at higher prices. But bottom line, this is a real breakdown. I mean, when you're talking about a equity that is trading at 2005 levels in a large integrated oil company where it was at highs for that amount of time, when you get a downdraft like this, it is pretty incredible, because then immediately you go back 15 years and everyone that bought it in 15 years is a losing position. Bad scene. If we go to the XLE, XLE, same situation, of course, actually a little bit worse, because what does happen with the XLE, I don't even think this is traded for 20, 25 years. Let me see this. Yeah, I guess it has. Let's see. So XLE, that is going after, let's see, 2016. There she is. She's busting 2016. So check this out. Oh, man. So the XLE, folks, is going to the lows of 2008. This is going to be a heads up, man. So the low of 2008 is $37. The high was 61. We're already busted. We've busted the last swing point, which was established in January of 2016. That was 48.48. We took it out today, and that's trouble, man. That's trouble. And It would make sense because what does happen inside the XLE, if we bring this up, what you're going to see inside the holdings, you have Exxon and Chevron that are the largest holdings, but then you basically have some, they're still large oil integrated stocks, but they've been weaker anyway. You know, you get ConocoPhillips, you get Marathon, you get Schlumberger, let's SLB. Let me bring up Schlumberger because that is also part of the oil service business, which has been getting smacked for a long period of time. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow. Boy. Things change. Well, there you go. We just talked about the 2008 lows. Well, Schlumberger is, oh, it's already blown them away by 10 points. The 2008 low in Schlumberger, folks, was $38. We're at 28. This is crazy. So this is going back to 1997. That's where we are, 1997. And you know what's amazing? I remember I traded all these oil stocks in a monster way in 1998 when the Agent Contagion was in, because oil, you can even see it in this chart, oil loves to trade in these big consolidations. And, you know, when the contagion started, Schlumberger was like at 38, because all the way down to 17, as they all did, by the way. But they all had the same setup. They all were coming back into the low, into the breakout area is 96. But needless to say, we're going back quite a way, and things have changed dramatically. And now, evidently, even with the aspect of, so we had a large draw today, folks. Okay, the bottom. Well, no, we didn't. We had a small build. That's what we had. They were expecting a large draw, and we had a small build. You know, so no, one second. No. They were expecting a build of about 22.6 million. We had a build of 715,000. Okay, so normally, if you just common sense wise, that would be saying that, hey, guess what? You know, you might get a little juice on the way up. Well, it didn't happen, not even close. The transports. Now let's take a look at the transports, because there's no doubt that the transports have got smoked. It's going to take a long time for these transports to come back, folks. And one of the main reasons, of course, is that, you know, who wants to either get on a large cruise line, who wants to get on a plane? You know, it's all of the above. And, you know, this baby here is, you know, also in a consolidation. Now, this is, we're trading 98.76. Yeah, this just came back inside its lower range, man. I mean, this is pretty intense for 1 month. I mean, this is saying that, listen, the next stop is down somewhere in like the 92 area, you know, so big number. Let's go take a look at Ford Motor, see what Ford's doing out here. One of the targets wanted to take a look at Ford. So Ford is right now at a yearly low, $7.21 today. 1056 is the high. We bring this back. We take a look at this for a bit. Yeah, I wouldn't be touching this either. This, oh, okay, so definitely don't touch Ford. This is just broke. It's swing with volume. This thing's game, oh my God, this is crazy. Yeah, this is game down to $3, man. $3.40, $1.90. That's pretty intense. You've been in straight line moves since 2014, $17 down to 7. What kind of dividends is this playing? This is going to be strange. 8.29%. You know what's so wild about this is that if you remember, you know, going back, you know, if you remember the gas pipelines, that was a big hit for a long period of time. They were paying big dividends, and every time that you get a call in, bring up a big dividend, you know, we're in an era, folks, of a 1.3% 10-year. Equities don't pay 8.5% dividends without cutting their dividend, or without the equity getting cut in half again. Okay, so you can picture that. Yeah, you get a dividend of 8%. $7 stocks. Let's say it's 56 cents. Well, guess what? You get 56 cents, but if the thing goes to $3, you just lost $2.46. You know, so pay attention to that, because when those dividends get too high, bottom line, most times what you're going to see out here is that the dividend's going to get cut. Why? Because the market basically is discounting coming into the future. They're making less money. They're taking less to the bottom line in a monster way. You know, inside the NDX 100, let's go take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside there. The weakness is Expedia. That's down to 6.5%. It's a big number. United Airlines down 6%. Booking.com down 3%. And American Airlines down 3%. You can see this is big problems inside of the travel industry, which totally makes sense. You know, the real question is going to be, you know, when will, you know, they be able to get up and going again? And you got to remember something, like once it hit Italy, this is when people are basically booking out for Europe for the summer. Well, that's going to be down this year. Dow up, down 118, NASDAQ up 22, S&P's up 13.5. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 86. NASDAQ is up 29. S&Ps are up 11.5. Let's go take a look at the tick out here and see what we got out here today. So yesterday, folks, you got a very large downtick reading. We got one today, so that's good. That's getting closer. So yesterday, this is what we did yesterday. Yesterday, you got a minus downtick reading of 1799. Today, we got one of 1629. Now, that's good news if you are a bull, okay? This is why. What ends up happening is that you need these types of flush downs that everyone is selling simultaneously in the marketplace to basically get a bottom going. However, that being said, there's like three things that I look at that you got to need simultaneously. Then you need the arms reading to basically explode. And the bottom line is that we're still at a low arms reading. You're 1.49. That's a 5-day. You look at a 5-day arms reading. We were 1.1 yesterday. That's not enough. And then, of course, on top of that, you need a rejection of lower price. So the way this is looking right now is I would say that you're going to get more downward pressure in the next couple of days. It's going to be a bad week out here. That's how this thing is shaking out. What is going to happen this afternoon at 6 o'clock? Now, this is going to be really intriguing because what ends up happening, of course, the market closes at 4. Futures close at 4:15. They open back up at 4:45. Market's going to be open. You're going to have the president speaking at 6 o'clock. And what this is going to be quite, I suspect, a news conference. The reason I'm saying that is this is going to be concerning people's health, of course. And then you know what Trump's going to say. Trump's going to say that everything's all right, everything's great. Okay, that's what it is, because that's what he does. Okay, that's the bottom line. You know, it's the king liar of the world. Okay, so what is going to be intriguing here is watching what the CDC says, because the CDC is going to be with them. Because the CDC, you know, Kudlow come out yesterday saying it's contained, okay? The bottom line is I don't even think it's really hit the United States yet. And, you know, New York's having a few problems, but in general, it really hasn't hit. So how do you get something contained that hasn't even hit yet? That's the first part. The second part, though, is that the CDC, you know, it basically has come out and said it's not a matter of if, but a question of when that they think it will be here, okay? So that dynamic on that stage tonight at 6 o'clock is going to be pretty wild. And we'll figure, you know, we'll see what people want to believe when their own health is at stake, and we'll go from there. The futures will be open. So this is where this is going to get pretty wild, watching what the market believes. And what you have here inside the market, folks, okay, is the supply chain is broken. So the supply chain from China is broken. What that means specifically is that, and this is a worldwide deal, what it means in the United States is that give it another 4 weeks maybe, you're going to start having problems with shortages of certain things. That's how it's going to shake out. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that everyone's making less cash flow, and that's what you're seeing in the marketplace right here. That's these large companies. The bottom line is, you know, even go over to Apple. You know, Apple's the poster child. The difference in Apple, though, being the poster child, is that their parts are definitely much smaller than other things that are coming in from China. So, bottom line, once a factory does get up and going, you know, there's no doubt that you could turn around and put these things on planes versus containers, you know, when they're coming in. But it's the hit that you're saying in the marketplace. We were overdue for a correction. Now, on top of that, though, the real question is going to be fundamentally, when are these factories going to get up and going, and when will that supply chain come back up? Let's go to Joe in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Joe, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how's it going?
Going good, man. Yourself?
Fine, thanks. Hey, I brought up a graph from the St. Louis Fed of the M2 money supply velocity going all the way back to 1957.
Okay.
You can find it at fred.stlouisfed.org. It's pretty scary looking.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, we know. Listen, when you think of the aspect of negative rates, that's what this is. It just means that there's so much cash, okay, that where's it going? And that's the money supply, man. You know, and deficits.
And with all these people quarantined, it's just going to slow down even more.
Yes, they're going to have to put more money in. Yes, they are. Yeah.
Well, money, you can only pump so much money in, but people have to use it. That's the velocity I'm talking about.
That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So what happens is that if you don't, so the way cash flow goes, folks, I've always said that if you have a cash flow, let's picture this. If you have a profitable business, then you get in trouble, but you have a cash flow, most times you can get out of that business as long as, you know, you're willing to work at it. And if what Joe is talking about is that the velocity of money means that when you have communities that are really doing well, I get something, I turn around, I hire more carpenters, they have it. The next person hires someone else, they have it. The next person buys something else, they have it. So it's moving, 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 and that's the point what Joe is saying, and there's no doubt, because you can have huge amounts of money, and if you don't spend it or move it, that doesn't do a thing for the economy in general.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So it's going to be, listen, the negative rate deal, you know, I never thought we'd be here, but my take is that we're going to be here. So on the larger aspect, we'll find out years from now what that's all about. Because I don't think anyone really understands it. I mean, I can't understand why you'd give someone $100 grand and come back 2 years later and get 98 back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, you know, but it is what it is. And what has happened, so picture what's happened in Europe, though. This is what's so crazy, folks, that, you know, because the rates have gone so negative, that the bottom line is that the bond prices themselves have actually gone up, okay, because it keeps going up. So even though they're getting less money back, they're actually getting more money. They're actually making a positive return, because just like, let's say if I'll show you how this works, okay, because this is crazy to really try to wrap your head around. If I'll put up the 10-year right now, TYHO, and so what this takes right now is this. So watch this. It takes $133,000. I'm going to drop the decimal, okay? It takes $133,000 to buy a $100,000 10-year note. So what ends up happening, folks, is that if we go negative, that 133 will be like 153. So you'll actually make $20,000 on the price, but you get less back on your yield. Isn't that wild? It's like crazy. But it is what it is. Hey, how's Boulder doing, man?
Yeah, it's sunny today, still kind of cold. It's supposed to warm up.
Okay. You guys get quite an economy out there, right?
Yeah, it's booming. Every time you drive through Denver, there's cranes everywhere.
Is there?
So
yeah.
That could be a sign of things not to come.
Yeah, but no, that's good. You guys have quite an economy. There's no doubt, man. There's no doubt. You're in a beautiful little town, man. No doubt. I haven't been there in years, man, but I always loved that town. Cooking, brother.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow Industrials right now down 88. NASDAQ is up 20. S&Ps are down 12. We'll come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the tax opportunity zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you would like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 68, NASDAQ up 27, S&Ps are up 10. Let's go to Steve in Connecticut. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. Yourself?
It's a little sick, but, nothing like the people in Asia have. That's good.
That's good. We're going to get you better.
Yeah, so I'm calling about two stocks. One of them is really kind of reminds me of the nugget or the dust of oil.
Yep.
It's called DRIP.
Yes.
I've been going in and out of it, and it's been pretty interesting. I just want you to let me know what you think about that. And the other one is Netflix. Those
We'll take a look at DRIP first. DRIP is the Direction Daily S&P Oil and Gas 3 times bear product. It's the daily investment vehicle. The low out here for the year is $37. The high is $164. So are you in this right now? You said you're trading it, what, intraday?
More daily, more intraday than staying in. It's pretty volatile. So
no, this is great. Yeah, great. I love you calling about it, and I love we're talking about it. So what happens here, folks, is this. These are great trading vehicles. What does happen, which is really important to understand, do not go overnight in a vehicle that's 3 times that trading at $161. The reason being is that all you need is a little bounce. And this could open up like $50 and $60 down in a heartbeat. Because the way the math is calculated in these, it's a daily investment vehicle, but the higher the number that goes, the higher or lower that you can get gaps in, okay? So, my take is that on the basis of where, let's just pull up the XLE does want to go a lot lower. I mean, but I would, even that being said, Steve, I wouldn't stay overnight in it, man.
No, I mean, I've been following your advice on crude, and I think crude's heading into the high 30s.
Yeah.
Actually low 30s, high 20s. But, I mean, that's kind of what we're seeing for crude. And this thing kind of follows it a little bit because if the companies, that Noble Gas and the other stuff underneath it is pretty, they're beat up.
They are.
But eventually someone's going to come in and buy them. Eventually they're going to become attractive to somebody at one time.
Right. Netflix, NFLX. So let's take a look at Netflix out here. So Netflix, you get the low out here of the year. Let's see, 252. The high is 292. You're at 380 right now. Yeah, this is strong. This is pretty cool, man. Okay, this is interesting. Let's look at this.
How it's reacting today is really kind of unusual.
It is. It is.
So I'm long on this one. So.
Yeah, no, it's, this is trying to bust through the, July 2018, that downdraft there. This is impressive, man. This, for a market that we're in right now, this is impressive. Now, what's so cool about this? Oh, man, this is cool. Like the last segment, so I was talking about folks, Kudlow coming out saying it's contained. I'm saying that, hey, the virus really isn't here yet, and we're talking about the China, chain being broken. Well, you can see with Netflix is up $20. They don't have no China supply chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So about that being contained in the U.S., I mean, I have, friends that have some of their people in their company that were the first people taken out of China. And when they were taken out, they were brought to the military base in California. They're still not released. They're still there. They can't make phone calls. They can't send text messages. They can only post on Facebook. So we have people that are being held, in, some of these quarantine places in the United States.
No, I agree. When I say that, it says, not here yet, I think it's going to get here, just like the CDC think it's going to get here, meaning in a larger way. And, hopefully we'll be all safe. But, no, I agree. Listen, man, I know I do business in China. And let me tell you something, folks. This is it's Wuhan Providence that started it. But there's in Guns Hole, which is a huge factory Providence, right? Those factories still aren't open, okay? And, you can talk to them, though. People, I heard last night on one of the stations say, oh, you can't even talk. The people are there, meaning the bosses, and you can talk to them, but they're worried, man. They're worried because, where I'm talking about is like, oh, my God, I bet it's over 1,000 miles away from Wuhan Province, and they're still not in business. And this is a month and a half later, so
hopefully they get this thing cured and they get these people back to health and everything kind of does go good.
Yeah. No,
Gilead hopefully comes out with a miracle drug or something happens nice.
Well, I think
you always got to hope for the best.
And I think that's one of the biggest things that you just brought up. What the problem is right now, folks, is that there isn't the drug to take care of it. As soon as the drug's to take care of it, it'll be cool, man. I mean, because right now, if someone gets it, it's like, okay, you got to go through it without basically taking a drug to help you out, and that's a problem. So,
Thanks a lot for your help. I really appreciate your guidance.
Okay,
You're right on the money. Thank you.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. 877-927-6648. It is interesting though when we just brought up Netflix that they don't have to worry about supply chains. And as one of the Tigers is saying there, that if people are in the house, they're going to be watching Netflix, man. I don't know. That's exactly what they will be doing. I mean, if you're trapped like rats, it's something else. But let's just hope that you get the vaccine first, because that is what will. My take is that if you get the vaccine that could do something, you'll see the market snap back in a second. I don't know. I'm not saying snap back and go to the highs. You'd see quite a bounce, though. Because when I look at the market, let's just bring up I'm going to bring up the S&P cash for a second. Because you got to get realistic about where we've been, how long we've been there in a huge way. And so what you're going to see is that, bring it all the way back to 2009. You're at 666. And then we got all the way up to the price point of 33.93. Well, there's a normal retracement, which we haven't had in a long period of time. We got a good retracement in 2018, right before the market exploded topside again. But it looks to me like that's right where we're going to go down to, which is another couple hundred points in the S&P. We're at 3120, 2939 would be the next number. Let's go. Yeah, one of the Tigers said, bring up Regal. I'm going to bring Regal Cinemas. Okay, so I'll bring up Regal. Let's see. Regal International. What are some of the AMC? Thank you. Let's try AMC. Because I don't think I'm telling you, I'm leery. Even at this particular point, it's like, oh yeah, look at this is an ABC down, blew away a B point today. So let's see this, yes. Because see, this is going to happen around here too. The people are going to be leery of going to places with lots of people. It's like, why? Well, this has been in a one-way track for a while. $23 to $5.93. Looks like this is just AMC's in troubled period. Look at this. That's a mess. Yeah, that's a mess. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, and that's why Netflix is strong. I mean, it is that cut and dried. Stay home. Get the Chevys out, get a couple good movies, couple good steaks, maybe, pasta, who knows, depending what you like, fish, big numbers. Yeah, if we take a look at Disney, that was this is Bob Iger getting out of there. That's a big heads up. He's going to be the chairman, but the bottom line is that thing came out of nowhere. And Disney, of course, in 3 days just went from 140 to 123. Big hit, and of course they got all the parks. Come right back, folks.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 51, Nasdaq up 35, S&P's up 8.5. And one of the tigers that turned us on to this biotech. So this biotech is running, folks, okay? You just got to be really careful of it. It's modern. The symbol is MRNA. It's up $5 today, trading $29.46. It has a market cap right now of $10 billion, and it only does about $85 million. Bottom line is that what the news is, now this is what's so weird on the news, they come out with numbers this morning, they missed their lowest estimate, but what the news is that they sent a vial to the CDC yesterday to be tested to see whether it would work on the coronavirus. I mean, there's not much else here. You know, that's the real bottom line. They actually specialize in basically birth defects and, you know, other viruses, but the bottom line is that is their biggest part of it. And news section-wise is that, yeah, they sent something to the CDC to get, you know, basically see if it works. And the stock's gone from $18 to $29 in 2 days. So you know, I suspect that won't be the last one either. The real bottom line is that, you know, you're going to need, well, hey, listen, we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe it'll work. But one of them is going to work. That's what you really, I suspect, we come down to. XAU, HUI, what you're going to see out here, folks, gold came back to its breakout area, Bottom line, XAU, HUI, you get lower volume there. We very well could be another ABC structure on the way up. And what that's going to be all about and is all about is that rates going to zero. I can't even believe I'm hearing myself say this over and over again, but that's where they're going. And if that's the case, you're going to be refinancing. We're all going to be refinancing our mortgages, folks, because the bottom line is that you're at about 3.45 right now. They go to zero, and you're going to be about 1.75. Pretty cool. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you want in life, folks. Visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it, folks. Everything you need is right inside you. You might as well have a blast with it. Come back and visit us tomorrow morning, 8:30. Tommy kicks us off. Great show. Morning market kickoff. Go get 'em, folks.